As the second week of June unfolded, the NFL world was handed a new chapter in the legendary career of Aaron Rodgers. The four-time MVP, who has defined much of the last 2 decades of football, is now a Pittsburgh Steeler. It's a move that might have seemed sudden, but in truth, it's been months in the making. On a Saturday that reverberated throughout the football world, Rodgers inked a one-year, $13.6 million deal with Pittsburgh, a decision that was far more than a mere business transaction. For Rodgers, this was about something deeper. This was about the right fit for his career and his soul. "I've been through a lot in my personal life, and now I can truly be all in with these guys," Rodgers said in his first appearance at Steelers' mandatory minicamp. "When you've been in this league as long as I have, it's not about the money or the ego. It's about finding the right place where you can make a real impact, and I believe this is that place." Rodgers' decision was met with a warm welcome, especially from head coach Mike Tomlin, whose stature as one of the game's premier leaders was a key factor in bringing the veteran QB to Pittsburgh. "A big attraction was Mike Tomlin," Rodgers admitted. "I've had the privilege of going against him for years, and the conversations we've had over the past few months have been among the most genuine I've had with any coach in my career. It was clear he gets it, and that's why I'm here." Tomlin echoed Rodgers' sentiments, offering his own praise for the future Hall of Famer. "Read his resume. We're thrilled to have him," Tomlin said on Tuesday. "But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're here to put in the work. We'll let our efforts do the talking." Despite the months of build-up, Rodgers' decision to sign came late in the offseason, which raised some eyebrows in Pittsburgh. With the Steelers' first mandatory minicamp already underway, many wondered whether the 41-year-old would be behind the curve as the season loomed. But Tomlin, who knows a thing or two about veteran players, wasn't concerned. "A guy like Aaron Rodgers, with 20 years of experience, doesn't need May and June reps to be ready for the season," Tomlin explained. "June reps are much more critical for a young guy like sixth-round draft pick Will Howard. For Aaron, it's about being ready when it matters." Rodgers himself was candid about the delay. "I've been dealing with a lot of personal stuff, but now I feel ready to commit fully to this team and this new chapter," he said. The veteran QB is not just joining a new team, but is reconnecting with the type of culture he thrives in, one that values leadership, accountability, and a championship pedigree. Of course, the Steelers' offense has a new face in Rodgers, but there's also a familiar one in receiver DK Metcalf. Rodgers and Metcalf had previously worked out together this offseason, and the 41-year-old QB was quick to share his admiration for the 6'4", 230-pound wideout. "He's everything you want in a wide receiver: fast, strong, explosive," Rodgers said. "But what really stands out is his character. We joked around and he said, 'Yes, sir,' a few times, and I teased him, asking if it was because I'm 41, but no, that's just how he talks. His personality's infectious, and I can't wait to throw him the ball." Rodgers also opened up about his offseason, revealing that he had tied the knot, a personal milestone that may have shaped his perspective on football and life. With a new chapter in both his professional and personal life, Rodgers is more focused than ever. The Steelers, with their storied history and elite coaching staff, offered him the perfect platform to finish what he started, a legacy defined not just by statistics, but by meaningful contributions to a franchise that values greatness. Rodgers' arrival gives the Steelers the one thing they were sorely lacking: a bona fide starting quarterback. While Mason Rudolph remains a familiar face in Pittsburgh, there's no doubt that the team needed a steady, experienced hand under center. Behind Rudolph, the Steelers' QB depth was shaky, with only Skylar Thompson and rookie Will Howard as backup options. For Tomlin, who has navigated multiple quarterback changes in recent seasons, the importance of a strong QB room is undeniable. From the final years of Ben Roethlisberger's tenure to the ongoing developments with Kenny Pickett, the Steelers' quarterback situation has been in flux for some time. And with the carousel of quarterbacks that included Justin Fields and Russell Wilson last season, Tomlin knows how quickly things can change at the most critical position in football. That's why the Steelers made sure to surround Rodgers with a solid supporting cast, including the return of Rudolph, the acquisition of Thompson, and the drafting of Howard. But all of that pales in comparison to the value of having a future Hall of Famer like Rodgers as the focal point of the offense. In a league that places such a premium on quarterback play, Tomlin's decision to bring Rodgers aboard could be the piece that propels the Steelers back into championship contention. As the veteran QB begins to settle in with his new team,